Cease engaging in activities that have no purpose. Thomas Markle pleads for an end to pleading with unappreciative Meghan. Greetings and a warm welcome back to Princess Diana News Channel. We hope you are feeling incredibly joyful. Recently, Thomas Markle, the father of Meghan, made a public plea on television seeking her forgiveness. Now, is it safe to assume that you believe there was an error? I wouldn't necessarily refer to it as a mistake. It is not truly an error for a father to humbly request something from his beloved child, showing his unwavering love. To make an effort to resolve the issues between them. Which parent wouldn't understand the challenges of having a difficult relationship with their child? It's only natural to feel empathy for him when he expresses his struggles publicly on television. However, his lack of self-help is the issue at hand. This arrangement will not be successful due to the challenging nature of Meghan Markle, who exhibits evil and narcissistic tendencies. Actually, he is further exacerbating his suffering, which is why I would describe it as futile. Moreover, he has had previous instances of making pleas before a camera, demonstrating that this is not an isolated occurrence. Meghan continues to ignore him despite his previous experience dealing with this situation. I believe he engages in this behavior as a strategic move, aiming to make sure Meghan witnesses him on television and is compelled to listen to his heartfelt request for a reunion. Perhaps, he believes that eventually she will relent and fulfill his last request, thus allowing him to depart this world with a feeling of resolution and contentment about their reconciled relationship. I comprehend his intentions. He simply seeks assurance that he has taken care of all the necessary details before transitioning into the afterlife. It is a melancholic circumstance. However, I believe that his efforts to reconcile with Meghan are futile as their reunion will never come to fruition. It has been approximately 5 or 6 years since their last conversation, I believe. However, I am doubtful that he will ever lay eyes on her once more. I have reservations about Thomas Markle's perception of his daughter, whether it be an underestimation or perhaps an overestimation. He appears to have a strong belief that merely encountering one another will result in the barriers between them disintegrating and the rift between them vanishing miraculously. There will be tears shed, marking the true start of the healing process. He is overwhelmed by the abundance of memories from raising his daughter, as he finds it unbelievable that she has become the way she is now. However, he mistakenly assumes that Meghan genuinely shares any sympathy or understanding towards his circumstances. Despite the assumption that she possesses empathy and a kind nature, she actually lacks both. Many years have passed, and she has no recollection of her past words that commended him as an exceptional father, adored by any young girl. Although she used to express that sentiment in the past, she no longer holds the same opinion. She will pretend as if she never uttered those words. Unfortunately, it is true that Meghan Markle lacks depth and fulfillment on a personal level. She lacks compassion, empathy, and a compassionate nature. Every day, her perception of reality undergoes constant transformation. Due to Meghan's narcissism, her ability to recall information is unreliable. She resides within an imaginative realm. I believe it's safe to say that we have all been witnesses to her presence and voice for a significant amount of time, spanning approximately 6 years. Her memory of what she said yesterday or last week is extremely vague. Therefore, Meghan's narrative is consistently plagued by inconsistencies. Once she utters a statement, its accuracy quickly becomes questionable due to her frequent change of mind. Meghan's mind is an immensely disorganized and tumultuous realm. She constantly indulges in imaginative and eccentric daydreams. She is completely unaware that she is trapped within the confines of her own thoughts. Meghan's personality disorder prevents her from genuinely feeling emotions such as love, compassion, and sincerity. Due to the obstruction of all those things, Meghan's perception of reality differs from ours. She undeniably resides within this realm of imagination. Therefore, her indifference towards actual events is largely unaffected. Meghan is incapable of feeling the uplifting emotions of love and compassion, yet she is able to feel the darker emotions of suspicion, paranoia, anger, jealousy, and envy. She possesses qualities that are harmful and detrimental. She is in need of assistance. She possesses a disruptive, unsettling presence that repulses the majority of individuals. And quite terrifying for those unfortunate individuals who come across her. Numerous individuals who have crossed paths with Meghan often mention an immediate sense of something amiss. Thus, it can be deduced that anyone who asserts to be her companion undoubtedly has some underlying issues as well. I firmly believe that individuals who cannot form friendships with narcissists are the ones who possess narcissistic tendencies themselves. Everyone else is vulnerable to being manipulated and taken advantage of. Returning to Thomas Markle, the unfortunate father, I highly doubt that this reunion will take place since the Meghan that he claims to know is no longer the same person. I acknowledge that he still holds memories of her, but it's important to recognize that she has evolved into a different person now. Meghan's transformation into someone entirely unfamiliar has occurred due to her narcissistic tendencies. From childhood onwards, she strategically showered him with affection in order to control and exploit him for her own gains. She successfully obtained all her desires, hence rendering him worthless. She has outgrown her dependence on him. He is ineffective for her as she navigates the vast world. In terms of her self-perception, he appears somewhat embarrassing, posing a risk to the meticulously crafted impression she aims to portray to others. Particularly when he expresses his desire to meet her spouse and grandchildren. It poses a serious threat as his presence will ultimately dismantle her carefully constructed life. There is a genuine possibility that all of her fraudulent activities and deceptive behavior may be brought to light. And Meghan is unwilling to tolerate that level of uncertainty. Meghan possesses a strong inclination towards being in control. She desires to avoid handling any type of potential danger. It belongs to her, it represents her reality. She has permanently severed ties with her father. She fails to perceive the advantages or personal gains of reconciling with her father, hence she has decided against pursuing it. Meghan also derives pleasure from causing others pain. She takes pleasure in causing harm to others. I think Thomas Markle is worsening his own misery by fixating on the notion of making amends. Due to Meghan's actions, he is in agony while she is triumphant. And her love for it stems from feeling empowered in her narcissistic ways. Given that his time on this earth is limited, it is crucial for him to prioritize living his life to the fullest at present. He should focus on his present surroundings rather than being concerned about Meghan any longer. If he can depart peacefully, knowing that he gave his utmost effort, then it would be better if his loved ones are present by his side. I wish for Meghan Markle to be forever haunted by her actions, even though I doubt it will affect her after the person's passing. This individual clearly lacks compassion and possesses a minimal sense of morality. It is evident from the deceitful fabrications she shared with Oprah and the world during Prince Philip's illness. His wife was experiencing the difficult reality of losing the person she loved most. Meghan's concerns were solely centered around herself. Okay everyone, in the upcoming section of this video, we will express our gratitude to each and every one of you, as well as engage with a few of the comments you've left. Now, let's not waste any more time and get right into it. Currently, I will address the feedback received on the video titled, Impressive Downfall of Meghan and Harry as Their Life in Sussex Has Taken a Dreary Turn. First, let's discuss a comment made by Mr. Stigger. Rather than effectively addressing his trauma and maturing, he has chosen to embrace it as a defining aspect of his identity. I am impressed by the way you expressed it. Harry has chosen to define himself based on his past experiences of trauma. That contributes significantly to his issue. He needs to overcome and move beyond that situation. And I'm certain that you share my opinion. Many individuals are currently experiencing this issue frequently. During my era, we were taught to be accountable for our actions and to independently overcome challenges. However, it appears that this perception of being a victim has become prevalent, and it is truly concerning. Following an intriguing remark made by Dizzy Chef, I am uncertain about my perception of Eugenie. Due to her association with Harry and Meg, as well as her history of disloyalty towards the king, her reputation has been tarnished. In my perspective, Meg possesses a talent for causing harm to individuals. I am unsure about my opinion of Eugenie. Occasionally, it appears as though she has come to the realization that those two are detrimental to her well-being, while at other times, she exhibits a desire to maintain the relationship. I am unsure of the reason behind it. I am unsure of what potential benefits she might perceive in it. Perhaps she genuinely has a profound affection for her cousin Harry, and there is nothing more to it than that. However, I fail to comprehend how she could love Meghan, his malevolent spouse. Okay, now let's consider another opinion on Eugenie made by Sassy Cat. Eugenie has always held a strong grudge against the Princess of Wales and has never placed trust in any of the Yorks. I believe that Andrew shares the same distorted mindset as Ginger Winter when it comes to his identity as a spare. And it's possible that Eugenie grasped this concept from a young age. This could be the reason behind her strong bond with Hazmat. Sassy Cat, your theory is intriguing. Thank you for providing this information. This could account for the frequent presence of her unwavering support. Despite the circumstances, she continues to be. As previously mentioned, it's possible that she genuinely has strong feelings for her cousin. However, if she truly has strong feelings towards him, wouldn't it make sense for her to desire his separation from Meghan? Additionally, we received a remark from Teresa about why Eugenie possesses feelings of resentment towards Catherine. Due to the presence of a colossal fibber, Eugenie is unfortunately perceived as unintelligent and lacking intelligence. It can be assumed that Beatrice, who was not easily convinced, would not have believed most of the lies told by the notorious liar, Meghan. It is truly unfortunate. Andrew and Sarah influenced the two girls with false beliefs, which Queen Elizabeth II made efforts to refute. I find your observation about Andrew and Sarah Ferguson positively noteworthy as their children's parents. Despite the Queen's efforts to help those girls, it was a challenging task for her to rectify a significant amount of damage. I thoroughly enjoy reading your comments and greatly appreciate your continued engagement. Please don't hesitate to keep sharing your thoughts. I deeply appreciate your kindness and I kindly request your continued companionship in my upcoming videos. Make sure to tap the subscribe button to stay updated and not miss any content. Farewell, I shall return to visit you once more later tonight.